Are you over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days? I have some important news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. Call now for this free book on maximizing your income in retirement. Annuity Do's and Don'ts for Baby Boomers from leading financial firm J.D. Milberg. That's right, free. This book reveals little-known truths about annuities in simple-to-understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we're about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known truths we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. And it's free.
Call 800-883-7058.
As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report. We researched numerous products and summarized rates and benefits of annuities, all from Sentinel Security Life Insurance Company.
Call 800-883-7058. That's 800-883-7058.
Call now.
Welcome to Bibo Weekly's Winner's Circle, where winning is always a part of the conversation. I'm Tracy S. Campbell. I'm your host. And for those of you that tune in each and every Thursday with us, we so appreciate each and every one of you. And of course, what is our mission every week, everybody? It is to make sure that we bring you actionable advice and information that you can use in your life. You can literally put it to use in your life right after we're done. Okay, that's what we aim to do each and every week. And so today is no exception. Now, today we're going to be talking about marketing. We're also going to be talking about and possibly to some amazing young people that have gotten to the space of television production. I'm so excited to bring all of these great folks to you. And we're going to get it started, everybody, with the awesome Trisha.
Right.
Hey, Trish, how are you?
I'm great. I'm fantastic. It's a great day to be alive.
Thank you so much for being here in the Winner's Circle with us this evening.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Great to have you. And we're going to get into all the great things that you do and your expertise, of course, being primarily marketing and television production. So we're going to get into all of that. And later, as I said to everyone, we're going to meet, hopefully, some of the awesome young folks that you're working with, which is absolutely fantastic. So everyone, as you know, for those of you that watch us every week, you know, this is about that time that you want to get that notebook or that notepad or scratch pad, whatever you use to take notes. This is the time to get it because we're going to be giving you some great gems, as I say every week, some great gems today as it relates to marketing and making sure you get your business off the ground in terms of marketing in the right way. And this lady is definitely someone you want to listen to. Now, Trisha, before we get into all of the great notes and information that you're going to give us, can you tell us a little bit about yourself? And I know you're a Renaissance woman, philanthropy, marketing, television production, community activism. My goodness, can you tell us a little bit about who you are?
Fundamentally, Tracy, I am a person that is driven by passion and focus. And anything that I do in this life, whether it's all the things that are part of my illustrious career, it's grounded by my relationship with God.
Fantastic.
And everything that I now do is driven by that direction. So fundamentally, I'm spiritual.
Love it.
Very strong morals and sound integrity. I think those things are very important as to the individual that you are. And outside of that, I'm very firm, very professional, the consummate professional. I like things done properly, and you really only get one chance to make a great impression. So, but outside of that, I'm jovial. I love to travel, and I definitely love human capacity building. So that's in me in a nutshell. And of course, I'm married to a phenomenal man, Mr. Noel Thompson, and we do have a dog.
You found time to get the dog in. I can relate, Trisha. I'm a pet parent myself. My husband and I have babies, so we fully understand. So in the midst of all the great things that you do, in marketing, philanthropy, community activism, television production, and so much more. We're going to focus, we're going to hone in right now on the marketing aspect, everybody. Okay, so it's time to start taking some notes now. We're going to hone in on that because a lot of folks that tune in to the Winner's Circle here each and every week, Tricia, they're business owners or they're budding entrepreneurs. Okay, they're somewhere on the spectrum of starting a business, or maybe they already have a business and it's stalling, it's hitting a plateau right about now. Maybe they need to rebrand or revamp their business. Maybe some things have happened. And then, of course, we have those that are pivoting because of COVID-19, right? So we have folks in all various stages of their entrepreneurship journey. And one of the things, as you know, that's extremely important is marketing. Yes. It's extremely important. So I want to talk about, well, before we get to the 3 gems, as I like to ask all of our great guests every week, before we get to that, what is it about marketing specifically, Tricia, that drives you? What is it about marketing that you're so passionate about?
The fundamental thing to me is, again, who I am as a person. I strongly believe wherever you are in your life, whether you're just working on yourself, working on building out a new business, is that you have to understand who you are. So I took that deeply into consideration in deciding my career path. I wanted to do something that I loved. And not only that I loved, but that I'm good at. And so I found that I am driven by growth. And I said, okay, I'm driven by growth, and I'm also driven by development, growing something from an idea to concept and brainstorming and then to execution. And I thought, what better way to do that than to study public relations and marketing? And because of that natural, innate excitement in me to come from ground zero to see the output is really what drew me to the career of marketing. And again, marketing is really about building out on a product or an idea and making sure that you connect those dots. It's not just about jumping on social media and promoting something. You must promote a product first. You must have a quality product. So those are some of the things that drove me. Firstly, I looked at who I am as an individual, and then look at what my skills and my talents and what it is that I was good at, and decided on my career path. So those are a few of the things that drew me to marketing.
Well, I tell you, I don't know about anyone watching, but I surely can see and feel the passion that Tricia is giving us right now. So I think you have found your thing, Tricia, for sure. For sure, you have found your thing. And I love how you tie it back to not just picking a career path because, okay, you can make a lot of money, or even going into a business because, hey, you may be able to make a lot of money. It also goes back to what it is that truly resonates with you and what you can give to others. So I really appreciate that about your journey and for sharing that with us. So we know that growth drives you. When you see something go from an idea or a concept to fruition, that process drives you. And that's one of the reasons, probably the main 2 reasons why you ventured into marketing. I think that's absolutely wonderful. Now we're going to get into those 3 things, but I have to step back a minute, Tricia. You have such a beautiful accent. I don't want anyone to miss that beautiful accent. And where are you from exactly? I'm sure some folks are wondering. You have such a beautiful, beautiful accent.
I am from the wonderful country of Jamaica, and I do reside in the coolest parts of Jamaica, which is Mandeville, Jamaica.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, it's a phenomenal country, and I'm Jamaican.
Fantastic. Well, I've gotten as far as Montego Bay, so I need to make sure I get over where you are one of these days, Tricia. Yes. Fantastic, fantastic. So now let's get into what I like to call the 3s. And every week we have, again, a phenomenal expert or guest, someone sharing something valuable as it relates to business and entrepreneurship and all the other things that we get into that make for a very whole and well-rounded entrepreneur. Well, again, we're talking about marketing, guys. And so, Tricia, for those that are watching right now, again, they're somewhere on that spectrum of their entrepreneurship and business journey. They're in different stages probably watching this. What are 3 things that no matter where you are on this spectrum, when it comes to marketing, we all need to know about or need to put into practice?
Okay. The first and fundamental thing that you must do is that you must do your research.
Okay.
Research, research, research. Get the data.
Okay.
You cannot, the first thing as a marketer, you have to go into that organization and ask, where's my Bible? Mm-hmm. My Bible is that data, that analytics, that survey. Where is that data that I can now use to market? Because the research is really what gives you the information to create the message. That it must be driven, your message must be driven by data. So pay keen attention, ladies and gentlemen, and don't go soft on paying for research either, you know, because that forms the basis of the entire journey as a marketer. You will know what message to do, what to fix, and what not to fix. And then get your team together. Okay. And the team that you put together, you have to make sure that they are aligned with your vision. And not only aligned with your vision, but must be able to understand the analytics and the information coming from that research. So now they are now driven by the information. They can put that into context. And then thirdly, they can execute. Number 3 is execute. I have found that a lot of individuals have a challenge with execution. You can be in meetings from morning till night for every single day, and you have absolutely no idea how to get it done. We call it in PR, how to move the needle. Right. So let's now come from concern to action. Let's go. We have done the deed, we have researched, we have got the team and proper placement of the team, given them also the resources, but then we execute, no excuses, and then we evaluate. I know you only said 3.
I love it. You gave us a bonus one, everybody. Make sure you get that bonus gem down. I love it.
The bonus is your evaluation, because this tells you where you did everything right. I often tell my PR teams that, you know, in your evaluation room, it's either you have a bottle of champagne or you have a bottle of water. You didn't execute, so you drink your water. And let's come next time in this campaign room and do better. But when you've executed, you got the message right, you got your placements right, you got your advertisements, and you got your feedback, the positive feedbacks as well. You now drink your champagne. You relax and you say cheers to everyone in the room.
I love it.
It is research, get the team together, place your team, execute, and then you evaluate.
Love it. Everyone, I tell you, that is the master formula for those of you that are starting your business. For those of you that have a business, but it's plateauing, it's not doing what it is that you want it to do or envision it to do, or something has occurred and you need to pivot or rebrand. No matter where you are, you can start with these 4 steps. Research, make sure you get your team together.
Right.
Make sure you execute. Then that bonus gem, make sure you evaluate everything that you've done, because we want everyone to enjoy that champagne. We don't want to drink water all the time. We enjoy that champagne, everybody. I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I want to delve just a little bit into a couple of those items, Tricia, because I know folks are wondering, okay, now, great, I have the plan at a high level. And of course, we don't have enough time to go real deep into each one of these verticals, if you will. But I want to at least touch a little bit upon research, and I want to touch a little bit upon team building, because I know that a lot of individuals have a hard time building a team maintaining a team, actually creating a team for that matter. But research is something that I know is going to probably trip some folks up. They're not going to know where to start, what to do. So for someone that has a business or a project, they are not a marketer. They don't have a marketing team, but they know after listening to this great conversation that research is important. What can someone do to begin the whole process of research?
A very simple one, a very simple form is your analytics from your social media.
Okay.
It's something now that a lot of persons are now moving to. I'm from the traditional school where we do our surveys or interviews or focus groups.
Right.
But if it is someone who has no idea, they're fresh to it, it's new for them, start with your analytics from your social media pages. Look at what those trends are saying. Look at where your posts are going. Are they in the US alone? Are they reaching an audience in Mexico? And if it is, then you can also look at putting on your packages Espanol, Spanish. That's how you use data and analysis in a real practical way. So you start from your social media. It's okay. And it's free.
That's right.
It's free. So that's the fundamental way you can start, like right now in this confines of your living room, in your bed, you can look at what your social media analytics are saying.
I love it.
As it relates to your team, do not go for a marketer if you are not ready. Do your research on what it is that a marketer does. The first thing they're going to come in and ask you for is that data, that research. So find out persons that have done research before, check that team out, look at what it is that they have done in their past. What is their resume looking like? And is it that what it is that they worked on is aligned with the vision and goals that you have for your company? So that's how you start to put your team together. Okay. Make sure these are persons that understand that vision and have worked on projects that are close to your vision.
Wonderful. So just to make sure everyone's clear, Tricia, because you gave us, again, some more additional gems there, just to make sure everyone is clear, when we talk about team in tonight's conversation, we are really talking about your marketing team, correct? Okay. I just want to make sure everyone understands. We're talking about your marketing team. Of course, obviously, if you're running a business, you have all sorts of teams, right? You have your customer service folks. You have your graphic design and webmastering folks. You have your brain trust, if you will. Those are your consultants, if you're your accountants. Right now, we're talking about your marketing team. And as Tricia just shared with us, if you don't have the budget for a marketing team just yet, because we're believing that you're going to get there, but if you don't have it just yet, you can start with your social media analytics, which will provide data that, guess what? When you get that team, you have something to hand to them. You have something that they can start with. They're not starting from ground zero. Right, Tricia?
Yes, correct. And also, Tracy, when it is that you do your research, and I have to plug this, as business operators, you want to know that all functions of your business is doing well, but understand that when you do research, it's okay when you find material and information from that research that says, no, we need more work here. It's okay. Be honest with that information. It can only build you and help you to grow.
I love it. And you're right. That's something that a lot of us will run from, quite frankly, Tricia. We want everything to be rosy, even in the research portion of this. And the research is the thing that may uncover some ugly things, if you will, but that's good. You want to uncover it sooner than later so that you can put the right plans in place, the right people in place, the right marketing and messaging in place. I love it. And then back to that team. I love what you said, Tricia. We have to vet our team. Gosh knows, we don't have enough time for me to go into some of the things I ran into personally in building a business by not doing my homework and vetting team members more efficiently and more in depth. Cannot stress that enough. When you do that proper vetting, you build a strong team. And guess what? If you do your research the right way, you now have data to hand to them so they hit the ground running and it all works together. And guess what? You haven't paid 1 cent yet. Right, Tricia?
There you go.
this is all free so far, everybody.
Free so far.
So far, it's all free. So these are the things that if you're starting out in your marketing journey for your business, whether it's brand new, whether it's midstream, but it's plateauing, it's not doing what you wanted to do, or if you're rebranding and pivoting, it doesn't matter. You can always go back to the research, and you can always go back to the vetting of your team or revamping your existing team. And again, all of these things are free. So Tricia, my goodness, you've already given us a lot for folks who are really just starting down this entrepreneurial journey. We thank you so much for that. Again, you are a Renaissance woman. You're a community activist, a philanthropist, all these things. And we just touched upon marketing. But now I really want to switch gears and talk a little bit before our time runs out. I want to talk a little bit about, well, this amazing project that you are spearheading, if I can use that word. You have gathered some exceptional young people, and you have taken your expertise and your passion in television production, and along with these talented young folks, you have developed this series called Explore. And I want to delve into that a little bit. And of course, as we keep the conversation going in the next half hour, we're going to hopefully meet a couple of these talented young folks and have some Q&A. But for right now, can you give us an overview, Tricia, of what Explore is all about?
You know, Tracy, of course, I'm Jamaican.
Mm-hmm.
I live in Jamaica, though I work internationally as well. And we have our challenges as a country. And I saw that a lot of time was spent on the conversations around what the negatives are. You know, the young people are not doing this, they're not doing that. They're the reason why this is not happening. And then when I look at the university and I saw the young individuals and young professionals in my space, I'm seeing talented youngsters. I'm seeing future leaders that are doing exceptionally well. They only want to be heard and to be validated. Right. They want to be valued in a real way. And I thought, I'm very popular in Manchester, in the parish. Mm-hmm. And I have the resources. Why not create an opportunity for these young professionals that are positive, that are doing well in the university space and in their own spheres, give them the opportunity to be seen and heard. And I thought that not enough platforms were available to them. And that is the reason why I decided to create the Explorers platform, so that young professionals could have a creative space to be seen and heard.
I love it. And why the name or the title Explore, Tricia?
The title Explore is really because they're exploring themselves. They have different sides of them. And another feature of the Explorer is that not because you're studying psychology doesn't mean you do not want to be a TV host. You can be, and especially in this space where we're all pivoting, you can be so many things.
That's right.
So the Explorer was really about you exploring different sides of yourself. And so that's how the name came about.
Absolutely wonderful. And I love what you said about giving them a space where they can be heard and probably even more importantly, validated. You're in Jamaica. We're here in the US. I'm here in Chicago. We have folks that are from all over. And no matter where you are going, where you live, where you travel to right now in the world that we live in right now, everybody, we have a crisis. We have a crisis of not only COVID, but we also have a crisis with the next generation. And oftentimes they just want to be heard and they want to be validated and they want to feel valued for the positive. We hear all the negativity on the news or on TV. We rarely hone in on the positive, not as much as we should. So platforms like Explore over there in Jamaica, and I've seen excerpts from it, Tricia, absolutely fantastic production. I really have to applaud you and the young people. It looks great. They're positive, they're upbeat, it's entertaining. I really hope that we're going to see a lot more of Explore and that we're going to see all these talented young folks coming through. Jen Z and younger millennials come through and do what they're doing at such a young age, producing a show, everyone. And it's a well-produced show. It looks like something that you would see on one of the major networks here. So hats off and kudos to you, Trisha.
Thank you so much, Tracy. And I really also have to acknowledge them because they trusted in the process, you know, and from all my travels, and I saw what was happening internationally. And then I also looked on their work, and I am saying, I'm putting the dots together, and I'm saying, guys, you have this talent. Start to make your names, you know, cross boundaries as you are in the university space. Right. So that when you leave this space, you already have experience. That's the greatest aspect of the Explorer as well. They're able to add this real work, quality work, Tracy, to their resumes.
I love it. I love it. I would not have traded the opportunities I had as an intern long ago. As an intern, it really made a huge difference after graduation and starting my career. I cannot stress it enough. And this is yet another opportunity for real work, real experience that will only enhance their resumes. So I think that's a fantastic opportunity that you've developed over there in Jamaica. Trisha, we need more of that here in the States, on stateside. So I'm so excited for this series and can't wait to do our part to help get it out there more and to help bring more awareness, because what the young folks are doing over there in Jamaica, some of it mirrors what we're dealing with here in the States, but some of it maybe we can learn some things as well. So I really thank you for putting together this and utilizing your expertise, obvious years of expertise in marketing, to not only educate them in television production, but now they're going to learn all these other things that they can go off and have what I'm hoping to be phenomenal careers and bright futures ahead. So I really applaud you for all of this great work.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. Well, everyone, yes, we're going to keep the conversation going. You know, that's what we do every week. But for those of you that may have to leave us right now, well, guess what? I'm going to make sure that before you leave, you make that you know how to get in touch with Trisha and her wonderful organization over there. Trisha, if someone is watching us right here live on this broadcast and they're like, man, I got to leave right now, I got to go run an errand or whatever, but I want to make sure that I get plugged in to Trisha Archer Thompson and her incredible young people and everything that you do.
Are you struggling with addiction? Do you need to detox? Is addiction controlling your life, hurting your loved ones? Don't be ashamed. Addiction is a disease that requires medical treatment. At Freedom from Addiction, we help people nationwide get free from addiction to alcohol, opioids, prescription medicine, narcotics, and more. Your life is precious. Addiction is a disease. Accept the help you need and call Freedom from Addiction now to get the victory over addiction you and your family deserve. We get hundreds of calls every day. Right now, we just want one, yours. Call Freedom from Addiction now, and in as little as 21 days from right now, you can return home free from addiction and free to start a new chapter in your life. But you have to call now.
Make the call, 1-866-485-1956.
Trisha, what's the best way that they can reach you?
The best way you can reach me personally is via email at trishanaarcher@gmail.com. That's TRISHANNAARCHER@gmail.com. Or you can meet us on social media. I am at Instagram at Trishy, TRISHY876, or the Fantastic Explorer team on Instagram at The Explorer Tat on Instagram and YouTube.
Fantastic. So make sure, everyone, that you get all of that information down. If you want to check in and see what is going on next with Explore, this project, I hope it's an ongoing project, Trisha. I hope this is something that is going to be around for quite a long time. And we're going to see so many talented young folks come through the ranks and contribute as on-air talent, behind the camera, and so forth. I hope that this is something that you're intending to keep going for quite a while.
Yes. And also, Tracy, let me tell you, I'm flabbergasted by the team. They filmed 6 episodes rather, in 2 days.
Fantastic.
I've worked in production. That does not happen.
It rarely happens.
Rarely happens. And I'm just so enthralled by it all, and their talents and their quality and their optimism. They are fantastic.
Well, you should be proud. You should be proud. You're the proud mama over there, if you will. And rightfully so, Trisha, rightfully so. Well, guess what, everyone? For those of you that can stick around with us, well, guess what? You're going to meet a couple of these very talented young folks. And of course, we're going to get into the Q&A. But for right now, for those of you, again, that have to leave us, well, make sure you also check in and stay connected to us at worldofbibo.com. That's worldofbibo.com. Make sure you go there and get plugged in. We've been doing this since 2013, supporting, educating, empowering, and of course, promoting excellence in female entrepreneurship and more. Make sure you go there. We would love to welcome you to the Bibo family. And as I say each and every week, everybody, we're living in very challenging times. Make sure you stay healthy, you stay safe. Most of all, you stay blessed. And we'll see you again here in the Winner's Circle. For those of you that have to leave us right now, we'll see you next week.